Shall we start? Hello, everyone is there? Hello. Okay. Okay. So we are starting the session now. Okay. So first of all, I want to discuss about this shamanic journey. Okay. So what happened now when I spread the brochure? Many of you do not know about what is shamanic journey and what it is. So I have changed the name to case taking. Okay. So I just want to give the introduction or definition of it and how I come in contact with this shamanism. Okay. So I just want to explain that. Just a second, okay. Okay. So basically, what shamanism is, it is a way of healing journey to dive into the altered state of consciousness, dive into the invisible realm of subconscious using sounds like drums or different percussion instrument. A sounds of musical instrument made from the very natural substance become the medium to help the diseased to dive into the other state of consciousness or into the invisible realm of spirits through heightening mental imaginary. Okay, so what happens now in ancient time when anyone become sick? Okay, so what they are going to do is they are going to chain him with some tree trunk or somewhere, and they are going to give them certain hallucinogen. Okay, so what happened now when they are given hallucinogen? They start seeing or they are start hallucinating the traumas they have faced whole throughout the life. Okay, so what happens during this? They have to face that particular hallucination and they have to come out of it. And when they face that particular hallucination and come out of it, they start healing their physical illness, their mental illness, start healing. What we are going to discuss is a very small part of shamanism. Okay, shamanism is very different than what we are discussing right now. It is just a small part I have taken from it. It is the dark space method is just resonating with the shamanism. So I have just named it shamanic journey. Uh, then further, if we see, but there are many other side of shamanism also where they communicate with different spirits, uh, different animal spirits and spirit world to aid the healing. Okay. So there are different animal spirits are there. There is a dolphin spirit, wolf spirit. Then they are talking about jaguar spirit. So they are calling it for different purposes that I have learned from one shaman. And then I want to just share with you the how my journey started into this. Okay, so this type so I just want to explain further. This type of journey helps you dive into the unconscious, a time dimension with which your consciousness resonate. So what they are going
And I'm
to
sorry to interrupt. Have you shared your screen and should we be seeing slides?
yes, I have shared the screen.
But we cannot see anything.
Okay, just a sec. Can you see?
No, it just says that you have started screen sharing.
Okay, just a second. I thought it is visible. Just a second, okay. Now can you see?
No, it will take some time if there is a network issue at your end.
Okay, I'm just waiting. Okay, then we'll start further.
You can switch off your video and try.
Okay, now,
No, wait, it will take some time. Have you paused the screen sharing somewhere because we still can't see?
no, I haven't paused. I'm trying to click on resume share, but it is not working.
Okay. There is a network problem, probably.
But if there is a network problem, there will be a voice glitches too. Wait, I'm trying again. Just a
Maybe just stop sharing and start sharing again. Do something like that.
I have done again.
Can you send me the PPT? I will share on your behalf.
Okay, I am
You can
sharing.
send it to
Just a
me on
second.
WhatsApp. Yeah.
Okay, just a sec. Just a second, okay. I have shared. Harina ma'am, I have shared.
Okay. I'll just see.
Okay, I can see it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh. So we are on a third slide. Next. Okay. So just a second. Okay. So what happens now during such type of journey with either hallucinogen or meditation or hypnotism? Okay, so this type of journey helps you dive into the unconscious, a time dimension with which your subconsciousness resonates. So what they are trying to tell that when they are given particular hallucinogen, okay, or when they are guided towards meditation, na, they travel back to the time where their consciousness was actually traumatized, okay. So that trauma situation they have faced during their lifetime, whatever situation came and they felt sadness or any type of experience they had, they just switch back to there, okay. So this type of journey helps you dive into the unconsciousness, a time dimension with which your consciousness resonates. So what happens during this journey? You start downloading the data from the past where your consciousness is traumatized. And same thing happens when I try to initiate patient into the dark space method or meditation. Same thing happens. You will see ahead with the case example. You will start channeling that. You will start experiencing those moments again, or your subconscious will reflect your diseased or trauma through different forms of imagination. Okay. So shamanism is all about diving into the altered state of the reality. Means the situation, the traumas you have faced during your lifetime that are stored in the subconscious, and experiencing the trauma of life to create to create healing space for yourself and others. So what happens now during shamanism? They experience it, they feel it, they stay in those particular moment, they face their fears, okay, and they start healing just by experiencing those traumas. Next slide. Okay. So there are different forms of meditation approach used in homeopathy, and I have came across it. So I have attended one seminar of Jay Shashar in Mumbai. So there was one case. The lady brought on a stretcher. She had arthritis or something, and she cannot walk. So when Jay Shashar initiated her into the meditation, what happened now? There is a whole story came up regarding the source, and at the end of the whole experience, the lady start walking, and then Jay Shah sir played a soothing music and she was dancing on it. So what happened now when we make patient experience what they have ignored whole of their life, they start healing. So like Jayesh Shah sir called it shamanic journey or a meditation approach. Dr. Dinesh Chauhan called it dark space approach. So whether it is shamanism, meditation, dark space approach, it is all about turning inward to witness the within, experiencing the within, and let your soul travel free through those deeper experiencing what comes to the surface. So in dark space method also we do the same. We make them experience what images comes up, what trauma comes up to the surface. So uh, I have tried Jay Shasar's shamanic journey or meditation approach. Uh, so what happened now? I have just tried to copy him or try to apply it in clinic, and it happens that the patient start talking about images, imagination, and then I keep guiding further and further and further, and they start seeing things, they start seeing trauma. So this is how my journey started into the dark space map. Next slide. So, Dinesh Chauhan sir's research work on facilitating the feminine. There are 100 creative approach that I come to know afterwards, and I have actually learned a lot from Dinesh Chauhan sir, whether it is a doodle method, whether it is a dark space method. There are many other creative approach I learned from Dr. Dinesh Chauhan. So before all this, I had attended one seminar of Dr. Dinesh. I read Dr. Dinesh Chauhan's book also on Vendor with the Little Vendor and how he used to used drawing to bring out the source. Next. So what happened now? I have tried doodles also, and so I was so surprised that patient reached to the source. Even I have tried in foreign patient the same meditation approach, and I have got beautiful result. But I haven't taken this approach into the practice up till now uh, since last 6 months, I am using it properly, and I have learned a lot. So, can we switch to next PPT, Rina ma'am? Okay. So next PPT, can you share?
Just a minute.
This speed is okay now. I'm not taking it so fast.
Nan, can you try one thing? Can you share your desktop? When it
Okay,
asks you to share your screen, let's see if that works.
okay. Just a second. Where's the text?
When you press share screen, there will be options, and then there
Ah,
will be an option of share desktop.
um,
If you select that, let's see if that works.
is it showing?
Yeah, it is now. Great. So now switch on your PPT.
Okay.
No,
Just
no, you stop sharing. No, don't
okay.
stop. Start
Okay.
sharing. Maybe pull out the PPT on your desktop.
Okay. No, just a second. Okay. Actually, the share screen not showing my desktop. That that was the desktop of the virtual machine. And when I trying to share the PPT now, uh, just it is not sharing the PPT.
No, you just share your desktop. It will share your PPT if it's open on the desktop.
Okay.
It was
Just
showing your desktop. You can open it and minimize it.
okay.
Sorry for the glitch, guys.
Mm, okay. Just a second. Hmm.
Yes, now just click on your PPT.
Okay. Now is
Yeah,
it
perfect. Yeah,
okay?
perfect, perfect. Great, great.
Okay.
Thank you for the patience, everybody.
Okay. So dark space. So what is dark space method? So dark space method is a meditative journey to explore and experience the within. So during my meditation journey, now what I was told and I learned is to observe, okay, the thoughts and everything. But in dark space method, what we do now, we just make them feel those images, those thoughts, everything. Okay, so what happened now? The feminine energy which leads. When imagination comes up, and that feminine energy leads to the source, to the simillimum or a healing. It is the space where subconscious records all the whole life experiences in its own beautiful creative way. So what happens now, in many patient you will see different images. In many patient you will see their life traumas comes to surface. Like when in the morning I was taking one case, okay. So that lady fell down from his bike a few days before. So when I try to take the case now, there was constant fear coming up in imagination. She was going on a bike, and there comes a turn and twist, and she told me that she's scared of falling down, and that happened in 2 to 3 imagination. And in last imagination, she fell down from the bike, and there was constant fear to lose the family, and that uh, fear of losing the family is also came up again and again in all the imagination. So it is a space where every trauma of life lives within, and that is the subconscious, the place which is never explored, experienced because of the fear to face the traumas of life. Okay, so most people, what they do now, they either compensate or either they ignore it, and either they are told to move on from it, and it is get suppressed. It is get recorded in subconscious, but its impression always remain in subconscious. Okay, so as we say, everything come from the nothingness. Everything come from the darkness, and light shines the most where there is a darkness. And so the dark space method is all about it. When we initiate patient into the dark space, there is a healing that comes up. Okay, the whole universe came out of the darkness, the space which we call Sunya, and the space is created within. When we close the eyes, is the same Shunya state, okay? It is nothingness. It is that space which gives birth to the universe. And in our homeopathic perspective, if we see, it is the same space which give birth to the healing, to the light. So even in the womb, it is the darkness where the child spent first 9 months of his or her life. So one of my friend taken a session from inner child healing, okay? And when I come to know about it, I have just asked her regarding it. And I come to know that inner child healing also somewhat resonating with dark space method in homeopathy. So we are talking about that dark space where we fear to go. And it is the only space which can give us the true experience of the source. Okay, so what happened now there during case taking there comes many types of sensation, but on which we have to prescribe it is very difficult, or to rely upon it is very difficult. So when I use dark space method, those sensation are very peculiar, and it is really helping me to choose particular remedy or particular kingdom. And going beyond this darkness can help us feel light in our life. So I have just put few pointers why I feel there is a need of this approach. Okay. So in homeopathy, there are so many approaches available, but I have practiced every single approach. Okay. From classical to modern classical to pathological, everything. But there are cases where I am failing constantly. Okay. And even after proper research work, I am failing. I am doing re-research, then also it is not improving. So somewhere there is not surety of the remedy or the source. Okay. The remedy is always depends on the knowledge of the physician and his research skills or tools. Okay, so dark space method is giving me surety of the remedy. So I think I feel need of this approach. Another thing, it helps me differentiate between kingdom very easily. So when you see two to three imaginations, now it becomes very easy to differentiate the kingdom. Many a time without medicine, every physical and mental complaint start resolving just by experiencing the within. So we will discuss that ahead, that without giving any medicine, how just after feeling those moments, those imaginations, those traumas, patients start healing. As Hanaman said that well taken case is half cured. Same thing happen in this method. In every method, what we do is listening to the patient, applying our own knowledge and research skill to reach to the simile. Here I give them the open space to flow wherever they want to flow, like a river. So I make them just imagine anything. Okay. If images comes up, just let it be. If whole story comes up, I go with the story. If they switch to different stories, I let them go wherever they want. Okay. Lastly, they reach where the source reside. And if you see after few sessions now, patients start talking about the source, patient and start imagining about the source. Means you will see one pattern keep going on and on in all the imaginations. It also bring out the conditional separation that has been done over a period of time. So whatever traumas, whatever physical complaint have been suppressed over a period of time now, that comes to surface during the process. You will see that. Uh, in all other methods, what happened? There is a healing at present level. Okay, so what I have experienced, okay, every approach has its own benefits. Okay, and we are prescribing in present level and present constitutional or a deeper constitutional. Okay, so this method bring forth the deeper transformation. If you see it is like a one remedy one simile. Okay, it does not follow that layer wise approach, but the source of all the troubles will be addressed, a pattern with which we are born. And I have experienced that if they are not given the medicine on deeper constitutional remedy, na, that pattern remains same for long period of time. There are few things we need to understand. Classical homeopathic approach surely a better way of prescription to address the complaint and cure many pathologies. Okay, classical approach has its own benefits. I have seen many pathologies cured very successfully with classical approach, pathological approach. Okay, but with this approach, when you witness whole of the transformation, now how the whole personality changes, how their whole complaint just disappeared without medicine, or sometimes we have to give medicine, but they stay healthy for a longer period of time. When you get the source, you will see everything is covered by the same remedy. Okay, so I give this example usually to patient. Okay, so make them understand what I am doing with them with initiating into the dark space. Okay, so what happened now? This subconscious is like a pot filled with a dirty water. Okay, so how much ever water you feel inside. Okay, how much ever you try to feel. Uh, or compensate the situation or feel positive emotions, the traumas are still there inside. Okay, so the disease does not go, okay, just like that until you empty that pot. Okay, so it remains dirty. Disease is same like that dirty water. Until that water is not purified or the pot is not emptied completely, the disease remain untouched. Okay, so what happens now when we give similimum at present constitutional level now? The miasm remain the same until any anti-miasmatic is given or until proper constitutional remedy based on miasm has been chosen. Okay, so the disease, what happened now? Miasm remain the same or become dormant. So one pathology disappear and another comes up. Okay, but with this approach it is actually completely different, and person never get cured from that disease as we keep throwing inside so many things in form of chemical and unhealthy food and emotions. So what happens now if you do not empty those traumas, if you do not empty those dirty water. Okay, so what happens now? It keeps collecting and collecting and collecting. One after another situation comes and keep adding and adding and adding. So what happens? The miasm kept progressing from sora to psychosis, psychotic to syphilitic. Okay, but healing comes when you reverse the miasm. Okay, deeper healing comes when the whole of the miasm is reversed back to sora. For a time being, if mods settle down, one has moved on from the situation, okay, from what he has experienced. So we think disease get cured, okay, but one single trigger or storm of emotion, disease again manifest outward in its own unique way. So I can give you example of this. One of my friend diagnosed with COVID, and he was so much scared. I went to visit him, and he told me that, Nayan, do something. I feel I'll get cancer like my father. Okay, I am fear that I may not have cancer now. So I have given him carcinosinum during that time. That time I was not practicing actually dark space method. So I'm just giving you the example. So according to me, for the person to get cured, this dirty water needs to be poured out. So the same will happen during the dark space method. All the traumas comes to the surface one after another, and they start crying, start screaming, they start getting angry. So all the emotions start flowing out, which are stuck since long time. So case taking should be like that, so that patient can flow out all their emotions in their own unique way. And once the mind is empty from such disturbed emotion, life experiences, persons start healing even without medicine. So you will see in many of the case, when they completely share with you, they start feeling better and better. Okay. But in dark space method, what happens now when they completely share, the physical complaint, the physical pathology also start disappearing. And if we keep throwing, inside chemical medicine and unhealthy diet and disturbed emotion, then disease progresses into a fatal consequences sooner or later. So what happened now? If you treat him at a present level, the pathology disappears, okay? But miasm stays stagnant. So what happens now when another situation comes up, that miasm start progressing, or the same miasm start what we call na chronic exacerbation, acute exacerbation of chronic disease. Okay, so same miasm start reflecting outwardly. I have seen in many cases, uh, I have failed to address the complaint of the patient even after the best analysis and best selected remedy that covers all, but patient was not resolving. I used to keep improving my research skills, my approach. Then also few were not resolving. And this was the approach that helped me. So 6 months back, there was a case of a fibroid which was not resolving. And I have decided to go to the mountains. So I have thought of trying one last time to help her. And I have tried dark space method, and the fibroid resolved. The remedy I have prescribed after the dark space method. So that's the reason I feel the need of this approach. The experience I gained from this approach is really confirmatory towards this new concept of understanding the disease at more deeper level. And you will see, you can understand their pathology, their situation, their experience, everything fall into the same line. Actually, you'll understand why their favorite color was there, why they have chosen those things, why they are like that particular nature. So you will understand everything about the patient. I feel it is necessary to give them space where they can share freely without hesitation. Okay. And make them feel the things they just ignored for whole life, or keep compensating it, and that ignorance which affect the miasm, and it evolves towards the syphilitic. So there are few things I learned from this approach. Okay, that we many a times tells that the patient does not speak. I have tried a lot, but patient is not speaking. This much detail only patient gave me. But I assure you that with dark space method, I have taken 30 to 35 cases, okay? And every patient speaks. Every patient gives the details, okay? So this approach, I feel better that way. Actually, it is us who never tried enough to explore the diseased person. We hesitate a lot. We never make patient understand what we are looking for. Okay, so many a times we never make patient understand, okay, what we are looking for. We just ask few questions and then stop. But those who are practicing sensation method or case witnessing process, they know how to elaborate the case. Okay, that is where the gap is. We have to make our patient understand what we actually we do to heal them. So I explain them everything, what I am going to do during the process, during the treatment. Okay, this case level of experience is very low. This also I have heard many a time, but the level of experience is not low actually. We haven't tried enough, but so we does not go beyond this. Okay, that's an excuse. It is we who are not skillful enough. So patient does not give any sensation, but patient do give sensation. Okay, it is all about right question and right way of forming it or asking it. And it is about how many times you repeat the same question until patient subconscious give us the way. So you will see during the dark space method, I just keep getting stuck on one single question again and again until that subconscious give me the way or give me the answer. Okay, they answer. We just have to keep repeating the same question until that subconscious give up. But many of time patient get aggravated, that I can understand that, but then we have to just uh, change the way of asking or change the way of forming the question. So now what exactly I do to initiate the patient into the meditation or a dark space approach. Okay, so I'll tell you what exactly I do. So, first of all, I tell the patient to take deep breath and completely get relaxed. Okay. Then just let your imagination flow. It does not matter whatever you see, whether it makes sense or not, just let it be. So, what happened now? Many logical people trying to make sense of what they are imagining or what they are seeing. And many a time, patient ask me also that what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? So, first I tell them this: whatever they see, whether it makes sense or not, just let it be. I'll explain you at the end of the session. So there are different ways to initiate patient into the dark space approach, and I have explored different ways. Okay, so that we are going to discuss, because in many patient, one way of us initiating is not working. So I was trying different ways, and I found actually different ways when patients start telling me what they see. So first is focus on the darkness as completely as possible. Just keep looking into the darkness. And whenever you start seeing something, whether color, images, shapes, anything, whatever you see, just keep describing it slowly. This is the most common one, okay? The first one that I do with every patient. Now, if they see colors, shapes, I tell them to keep focusing on it until they start seeing something. So what happened now when they kept focusing their attention on particular color, shapes, or anything, they start seeing thing, one or the other. Okay. If patient is not responding to anything, now patient is not giving any response to any of the above approach, I just tell them to get their focus on the body. Okay, try to feel it as completely as possible and tell me the sensation they feel, where they feel. So when that particular dark space is not working with me, I just tried to distract them with the bodily sensation first and then switch back again to the dark space. So in many of patient, I do this. Just imagine you are in a dark room, pitch black darkness. Nothing you can see. You know what happened now when we are in a dark room with every window closed and nothing you can see. Many imagination comes out. Just imagine you are in a same dark room and whatever you see, you have to tell me. So first few minutes, what happens now? They don't see at all, or they start describing things which are present in that particular room. Okay, and slowly they move back into particular imagination they experience. Just imagine fifth. Just imagine your darkest fear, whatever comes to the surface, whatever images comes to the surface, just keep describing it. So in many patients, their center is their fear. So when they imagine their darkest fear, now they start seeing different imagination or faces or shadows, and you will see they get frightened so much, and when you see their expression now, we'll see how everything is coming out. Sometimes patient does not see the darkness but the light. So what happened now, there are many meditation practitioner comes to me. Okay, those I forget the name. Okay. Their ashram is in Abu. So they used to come to me. And when I tell them to imagine darkness now, so they are telling me, I'm not seeing the darkness, I'm seeing the light. It is a compensatory mechanism in those spiritual people who does not want to see the darkness. They always imagine of a light. Okay, I tell them to focus on the light and just keep walking towards the light. So what happens now? There is one light coming from the front and they cannot see anything except the light. So what I tell them, you just imagine that you are walking towards the light and tell me what is there you see at the end of the light, and just keep describing it. And patients start describing. So seventh, just imagine a place where you want to go. So if nothing works out, so what I tell them now, what is your favorite place? Just imagine that, okay? So what happened? First, there is a conscious involvement. They start imagining that particular place. Then I tell them, okay, you reached there completely. You can see and see there. You are there now. So they tell me, yes, I'm there and I can see. So what I tell them, just go ahead and tell me whatever you see around. So first few minutes there is a conscious involvement and they give imagination which are conscious or logical. Okay. Then 10 to 15 minutes passes and subconscious takes the control. Okay. And there comes different things in the imagination. They start seeing animals, they start seeing forest, they start seeing people, they start seeing their particular trauma. So this happens. Just play a or in shamanism, like in shamanism, they play a simple soothing music, okay, or shamanic music, and tell them to feel that music, experience that music, and whatever image comes to their mind, tell me. Okay, so this is another method where I use music as a anchor to go into the imagination. Many a time when I tell them to look into the darkness and be with it, many people see the tunnel. Okay, so it happens with 40% of the cases. Okay, when I tell them to see into the darkness, now they see like a tunnel. So I just tell them just to think that you are walking into the tunnel, and whatever you see, whatever you feel, you have to keep describing it as completely as possible. So in many cases, it just they keep walking in the imagination, or they just keep running into the tunnel, okay, and there is no end. But what happens now? What I do, if they are keep walking and walking and nothing comes up, I tell them just think 1 hour passed. What happens after 1 hour? 2 hour passed. What happened after 2 hours? So subconscious switch the time, okay, very rapidly. And I told them to just go to the end of the tunnel sometime and tell me what you see. And at the end of the tunnel, the whole subconscious journey starts. So subconscious is like an idiot many of times, okay? First few minutes, there is a barrier, they don't give any imagination. But when you are completely inside now, it is like a complete beautiful movie and a story. Many people are scared of the darkness and they want to open the eyes. Just tell them not to open the eyes. I am with you. Think that I am with you there, holding your hand. Do not fear, and whatever you see, just keep describing it. So there is one patient, okay. So when I made him close the eyes, now he was in his own house, but there is one curtain, and behind the curtain there is one tunnel, okay. And he was so much scared that he does not want to go into that tunnel. So I told him that just think I am holding your hand, okay, and just jump into the tunnel. And she jumped inside the tunnel, and she fell into the water. And there are four other tunnels. Then I have told him that choose any tunnel he wants to choose, and again go into that tunnel. And then whole story of spider came up. Many people are scared, okay. Then 11, when even after all this nothing comes up, I tell them to imagine their childhood, the thing they used to enjoy a lot, whether it is a hobby or a place or with people. Just imagine and keep describing it. So what happened now? Childhood images comes to surface, and in those imagination, I make them wander here and there and see what imagination comes up. So if there are any particular trauma in their childhood memories, it comes to the surface. And there are other things also which happens. Someone says, I used to enjoy the drawing a lot during a childhood. So the way we used to doodle in homeopathic case taking now, I use drawing in imagination. Okay. I ask them what type of drawing you used to like. Just imagine you are in your childhood. You have a pen and paper, drawing something, imagine it completely, and when you are ready, tell me what you have drawn or you are drawing. And they are keep describing that drawing which they are drawing in their imagination. So there comes a child who had a hobby of playing cricket, okay. I told him to imagine that, and whatever you feel when you are playing cricket, tell me. So when that patient came with his parents for the complaint of obesity, okay, their parents are concerned about his obesity. So what I did, I tell him to close the eyes, imagine playing a cricket, and when you play the cricket, now what do you feel? Tell me. So what he told me now, uh, people tell me I am obese and I feel heavy, no doubt in that. But when I play cricket now, I do not feel I have a heavy body. I feel very light. So I have asked, can you describe this lightness? So he described that lightness. It is like a floating, like a flying. How the bird flies now, same like that. I think I can run very fast, and I just float 12th. So many a time, uh, okay, many a times, uh, also by making them closer, just keep it. Okay, so what happened now? Many a times when patient come with particular pain or pathology or anything, I just make them close the eyes and tell them to keep talking about me about that pain or pathology, and they give exact details to the complete symptoms. Okay, and last I tell them to imagine about the things they fear the most and tell me what imagination comes up. Okay. So in acute, I have put one or two acute cases so you can understand this well ahead. I tell them to keep their pain, fever, or suffering in center. Keep focusing on it, and whatever thought, images, feelings, fears comes up to the surface, just share with me. Whether it is regarding the acute or not, does not matter. But what happens now, their present complaints get aggravated when they close the eyes. If the pain is there, pain get aggravated, but I don't let them open the eyes, and I just tell them to focus all their attention on to the pain, and what they feel exactly, just explain me that, and they give beautiful sensation at that time, and then I keep exploring that area as completely as possible, or I make them to focus on that particular organ where pathology or pain is, and I tell them to express how does that pain feel, what is the sensation over that particular area, how does it affect him or her. Now, so there are few instructions I give to the patient before initiating them into the meditation or dark space method. uh, until I don't say, you are not allowed to open the eyes. I am here with you, so don't worry. Whatever you see, whatever you feel, it is just an imagination. Then don't try to make sense of anything. Don't apply any logic. Don't think why I am saying this. What does this mean? Just let it be the way it is. It does not matter what you see, and we are not going to judge you for that. Okay, then whenever you feel too much uncomfortable, just speak it out. Keep explaining whatever happens within the body. Always try to feel everything as completely as possible. If there come a moment you feel like crying, just let it out, let it flow. If you feel anger, if you feel want to let it out, just let it flow. While patient is with closed eyes, make list noise. Okay, when you are initiating patient into the dark space method now. So when we initiate patient into the dark space method now, we have to make list noise. Actually, it will disturb them. So list movement and list noise. Okay, don't keep disturbing that space you created for the patient. Otherwise, what happened now, conscious brain again take over, and that those subconscious images just disappear, and you have to again try and take ahead the case. Let the patient wander anywhere. You don't need to guide until it's necessary. Let him or her wander everywhere they want to go. Let the images comes. Okay, if the images keep changing, just let it keep change. Let it be. Don't try to guide. Don't hold on to the one imagination. Okay, just let it be. When time comes, you will know where you have to stop or where you have to guide. Make note of everything as it is, okay, without making any interpretation. So you have to keep noting down everything without interpretation, okay. You don't have to interpret if they have seen this, so you have to mention like this or that. Just write down their own language. Explore maximum 4 to 5 imagination. It is depend on you how much imagination you are taking patient into until the source comes out, okay. Sometime I take 7 different sessions, sometime I take session every week until I get the source language or source, okay. But in many cases, it happens in only one imagination that keeps going on and on. So you will see when you see 4 to 5 imagination, either one particular image, either one particular situation, either one particular trauma that comes again and again on the surface. Another thing we can do is keep doing frequent session till the whole source language or source comes to the surface. So why it is necessary now? Until the subconscious not completely emptied, the disease does not disappear, okay, by its own. You have to either take all the details, analyze it, and then choose particular remedy. But I does not end with few sessions. I just keep taking session until I confirm the source or the source comes out completely. Let's understand. Okay. Hello.
There's a question in the chat box if you can address it right now.
Okay, just a second. How will we say this to patient who does not understand English, like keep your pain in center? You can just tell them in your own language, na? You can just form a sentence in your own language and you can tell them. I always take sessions in Gujarati language. So it depends on us in which language we want to take the session and how we are going to do that. Does that make sense, Dr. Parash? Hello? Hello? Okay. So we are going to discuss case now. So you will see practically how this approach works, okay? So it's a case of a child aged 10 years suffering from abdominal pain of unknown origin, okay? So this case was referred by Dr. Prashant Dongre sir from Madhya Pradesh. A child came to his OPD with abdominal pain of unknown origin, okay? The patient had already visited many allopaths previously, but they cannot able to find the cause behind it. Multiple reports done, but the reports were normal. So finally, MD physician had diagnosed it as a psychological in origin. Then he got reference of Dr. Prashant Dongre sir, and Prashant Dongre sir referred the case to me. Okay, so it was online session, okay, with Prashant sir and his patient. So first question I have asked, hello dear, can you tell me what is happening? So patient has had replied me, I am having abdominal pain, nothing else. So I have asked further, do you want break or do you want to continue? Everyone is okay or do you want a break and then we go ahead in a case? Hello. Okay, fine. So we are going ahead. Okay. So I have asked further, anything else which is bothering you in a school, home, or any fears or dreams, anything? Patient denied to answer any of my question. Okay, so he was stuck. There is a pain in abdomen, nothing else. And he was not talking at all with me. So finally, I told him to close the eyes and take 3 deep breaths. So this was the very first instance where I tried applying dark space method in my clinical practice in 2023 after many years. Okay, so first 2 cases I have seen during my internship. Okay, then I have stopped practicing this method, and then in 2023 I again started doing it. This was the first case which I have seen. Okay, so as he closed the eyes, I told him to tell me whatever he sees, whatever he feels, just share it with me. So patient tell me, can I please open the eyes? I am having the abdominal pain. I have told you now when we are initiating patient into the dark space method now, their present complaints or the complaints they had, it comes to surface. Okay, whether it is present at the moment when they enter the clinic or it is not, it comes to surface when you initiate patient into the dark space method. So I told him, until I don't say, you are not allowed to open the eyes. Just keep focusing on the darkness. Tell me whatever you see. So he told me that I am seeing a restaurant. I am with a family and we are having food. Then he take a long pause. So I have asked, okay, can you tell me what else you can see? So he told me nothing. That's it. So I have asked, okay, can you tell me what are you eating? So I'm just trying to wander here and there so we can get something. Okay, I'm having an ice cream. What else? Nothing, just an ice cream. Okay, anything else you can see? I have asked. Okay, then he told me nothing else I can see, just people around. So this is very important that you will see ahead. There were people around, okay? Then nothing came to surface. So I told him to take 3 deep breaths again, focus on the darkness again, and whatever images comes to his mind, he have to share. Okay, so here there is no any other imagination came. Then again I have told him to take 3 deep breaths and focus on the darkness again. So patient told me that I can see I am on a 3rd floor of my house. I am alone. So I have asked, what else you can see? I am alone and I am scared. I am scared when I am alone on that 3rd floor. So I have just keep asking, tell me more, tell me more. So he told me, I am playing there, but I am scared. I am alone. So I have asked, what are you scared of, dear? So he told me, I'm scared so much. Can I open the eyes? So he was so much frightened that he wants to open the eyes, but I haven't let him open the eyes. Okay, just be there. I am with you. So what are you scared of? So see, sometimes patient keep describing images on and on and on. But in this case, it was my first case. Okay, so I was keep asking question again and again, but I have improved that skill now. Okay. Okay, what are you scared of, dear? Then he told me, I'm scared so much. Can I open the eyes? I told, just be there. I am with you. So what are you scared of? I'm scared of that someone will come from behind and cover my mouth with his hand, and I cannot even scream. He will kidnap me. So now the imagination came, okay? So I have asked, okay, so what? I still haven't understand what you are scared of. Can you tell me more? So I have pretend like I haven't understand him. So he kept describing again. I'm scared going away from my parents. The person will kidnap me and took me away. Then I have just asked, then what happens? Then okay, so I understood that someone will come from behind. So what I have did now, whatever he has given me, I have given it back. Okay. I understand that someone will come from behind and he will kidnap you. Then what will happen? What you think? What you think? What they do? So patient replied, I have heard that they kidnap children like me, put a cut on their abdomen, and take out all the organs, kidney and all. So I have asked, okay, so you are scared of that? So patient replied, yes, I am scared of being cut on the abdomen and the pain. So I have asked, so have you heard this anywhere that people do like that? Patient told me that, yes, mama was telling me one day that don't take or eat anything from stranger, otherwise they kidnap you and they sell their kidney. Okay, anything else coming up to your mind? So he was now become very much restless and he told me, Doctor, can I open the eyes? I am having so much abdominal pain. Now his abdominal pain get aggravated. No, for now just focus. Tell me what else is coming up in a mind. Patient was telling me, nothing else, doctor. I am having so much pain in abdomen. Can I open the eyes? And he started crying with the pain and it was too much. It doesn't seem like it is a psychological pain because he was crying so much and screaming. Okay. So, okay, I can understand your pain. Just few minutes more. Just focus on your abdominal pain. So what I did now I gather his attention on the abdominal pain. Just take all your attention onto your abdomen. Tell me how's the pain. Exactly how does it make you feel? So he described it. There is so much pain. There is burning in abdomen. I cannot breathe properly. It is a normal phenomena, okay? When the pain is severe, you cannot breathe. It is a normal physiology. And the more you breathe, the more the pain actually. Okay, just focus on the pain, okay? Tell me how the pain is exactly. How does the pain feels like? So patient describe, doctor, when we fall now and get injured, how does it feels like? Same like that pain I am feeling in the abdomen. So I told, okay, tell me more about it. Just keep focusing on the pain. It is like when we fall and get injured. Now, what happens now? What happened? I have asked the same question. Now, see, you are asking the same question, but you are getting different details. Okay. So it is like when we fall and get injured, and how it feels when the skin is peeled off, the same burning I can feel in the abdomen. See, now he had qualified that particular sensation. I have asked, okay, dear, anything else you want to say? No, nothing else I can say. So I have asked further, just take 3 deep breaths again, focus on the darkness again, and tell me whatever you see. Now, after when he felt this burning, I don't know how, but that abdominal pain just disappeared and he started talking again. So I told, okay, just take 3 deep breaths again, focus on the darkness again, and tell me whatever you see. So he told me, I was going on my bicycle. I'm going. So he was seeing the imagination that he's going on a bicycle. But this incident happened in the past. Okay. So he described it like that. I'm going on my bicycle. I'm going school. I can see the accident. So I have asked, accident? Then he replied, yes, when I was going school 10 to 15 days before, I had an accident with a four-wheeler. So I tell him, tell me more about it. So I was going to school on my bicycle, and in turn I had accident with a car and I fell down. Everyone have gathered around, and there was a huge crowd. Then I just kept asking, okay, and then he replied, I was so much scared. People were gathered around me. Okay, so what you were scared of? Again, I have asked what you were scared of. I was I was scared of people will scold me. People will hurt me. So I have further what you were scared about. Again, I asked the same question. So he replied, I was scared of being scolded. I was so frightened. Tell me more. Nothing else. So I had told him, just keep focusing. Whatever you see, just keep describing it. Patient told me, can I open the eyes? I am having the abdominal pain. Again, the same abdominal pain came to surface. So I told, do not open the eyes until I say. Hello, everyone is there? You are with me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll go ahead. So at this moment, her mother added, okay, he fell many a times and he had many accidents up till now. Frequently he gets injured and it takes times to heal. Every time when it comes a time to go to school, he is having pain. So every time when there is a time to go to school, he is having pain. He does not want to go to school due to pain. He screams and cry with a pain. So I have asked further to the child, what is happening, dear? I am having so much pain in abdomen. There is burning. Can I please open the eyes? So I have told him, just wait few minutes more. Patient started crying like it is an actual pain. I can see from his expression. It was a lot. He kept crying and crying, and I let it out. So again, focus on the abdominal pain and tell me how is the pain exactly. Now, again, I have did the same. I have told him to focus on the abdominal pain, and he told me it is paining so much. It is like someone have punched me in the abdomen. It is paining so much. Now he is crying and sobbing with the pain. Okay, can you remember any instance that someone have punched you in the abdomen? So I was just confirming that there is a similar situation that have not happened in the past now. So patient told, no, nothing like that. Then finally I have told him to open the eyes. Okay. As nothing else was coming up, I assured her mother that he will be okay within few days and make him understand what exactly happened. And then I confirmed that this pain had started after that accident or before that. And that this pain started after that particular accident with the four-wheeler. So now tell me, what do you think what remedy it can be? Or particular family remedy, anything? What do you think? Hello? Okay, Paras Deep Kaur is saying Solanaceo. Anyone else? Can you tell me which remedy or particular family we can think about?
Composite probably.
Okay. Anyone else? No one? Should we go ahead? Should we go ahead in the analysis part? Hello, anyone there?
Yes, please continue.
Okay, just a second. Huh. Okay, so here are the main complaint is abdominal pain. Okay, burning pain in the abdomen, pain as if from fall, pain as if injured, pain as if someone has punched me in the abdomen, fear to fear are fear of being hurt, fear of being scolded, fear of being alone, being kidnapped and cut on the abdomen, and pain. Okay. So from that, the kingdom is plant kingdom, sensitivity and reactivity. Sensitive to pain and sensitive to being hurt. Okay. So it was from a composite family. Theme of being injured mentally and physically. You can see the pain as if from a blow. Okay. Pain as if injured. Pain someone has punched me. Or in fear, if you see, pain of being hurt, being scolded. It is one kind of injury at mental level. Okay. Then there those imagination being kidnapped and caught on the abdomen. So it was composite family, theme of being injured mentally or physically, sensation as if punched in abdomen, the pain as if fell, and skin peeled off. So what I did now, I just take one peculiar symptom, pain as if punched in the abdomen. Okay. So I have taken one rubric. I have checked only one rubric in this case, abdomen pain, blow as from. Okay. And there is only two remedies, arnica and sina. Okay. So when I confirm through materia medica, it is more mentioned in arnica. So we have given him arnica 1 and 1 dose, and the pain just disappeared. Also, his fear has disappeared completely of being injured and all. I haven't taken further session. It was my initial case, so the follow-up was not taken properly actually. I have to take another session of dark space method to see his imagination, but I haven't done that. So Arnica 1M have cured him from that abdominal pain. So there is one another case, okay? Anyone have any questions or we go ahead in the case? Hello. Should we go ahead or any question is there? Okay. Okay. So we are going ahead, okay? It is a case of chronic gastritis. and patient is working as a physiotherapist in one of the trust I was doing job during a college time. Okay, she was having chronic gastritis and she had changed so many doctors. USG was done, endoscopy was done, blood reports were done. Many such reports have been done, but all the reports were normal except vitamin reports. Uh, then finally, she was given vitamin B12 and D3 tablet. Still, patient was having the same complaint again and again. She had completed allopathic medicine course as per advised, but not at all improving. She was giving pantoprazole tablet, but it was also not working. So one day I just went to visit the trust after so many days, and she shared that this pain is bothering her a lot. Suddenly it comes up, and then she can't focus on the work, and she had to leave for home. So there is a homeopath there. She also prescribed him medicine. Okay. So further, so I asked her, what happens exactly? My attention goes there if pain appears and it feels injured, something moving round and round and round. He's showing me with this finger gesture that something is moving round and round and round. So I asked, okay, tell me more. Something moving round and round means? So patient told me pain across the abdomen, weakness, irritation I feel. So I asked her, okay, just close your eyes, just take 3 deep breaths, and whatever you see, you have to tell me. Then patient replied, just a darkness, nothing else I can see. Just focus on the darkness, that black color you see. Keep staring at it and just flow with it. Whatever image you see, you have to tell me. So what I did in this case, I have just tell her to focus on that black color and keep staring on it until some images comes up to the surface. So patient replied, something moving round and round like this. Again, hand gesture came up. Okay, just focus on that. Something moving round and round. Just keep looking at it. As she focused on that particular sensation and images, her complaint came to surface. Now, what happened now when I told him to focus on that round and round and round, abdominal pain came to the surface. Sir, I am feeling stomach pain now. I feels like a burning sensation, as if something is burning. It is burning inside, as if injured, as if there is an injury inside deeply. So I told her again, if just keep describing it more. If I focus more, the pain increases. Tolerate ho jata hai pain. I can bear the pain, but hands become weak. I feel like that. So what is happening? See, with the pain, her hands become weak. Left side hand has a more weakness. I feel like I cannot breathe. I am having breathing problem. So see, there is only one complaint came to the surface first. There is a abdominal pain, and then another complaint came up. Left-sided hand has become more has more weakness. Okay, I feel like I cannot breathe. So as I told now, all their present complaint come to surface or all their traumas come to surface. Okay, take 3 deep breaths and again focus on the darkness and tell me whatever you see. So now that pain was bothering her so much, so I have told her to just close the eyes, again focus on it. Take 3 deep breaths, again focus on the darkness. So she told me, brown color I can see, neither completely black nor completely brown. There are big trees like a neem trees. Now I can see is dark green color. So now see, I have told you in that first paragraph na they are going to see different colors, different imagination, different shapes. So same is happening here. Now I can see is dark green color that is moving round and round. Vibrations are there. Image just came up and get blurred again. So what happened now? Sometimes images comes to surface and that it get blurred or they cannot see the clear image. Big round of white color and there is a black circle inside it. So now see, first there was a round and round and round. Now there is a big round white round and there is a black circle inside it. Brown color का दिख रहा है कुछ. Okay. What else? Then everything just disappeared. When I ask next, everything just disappeared. Now I can see is a temple. There are different idols there. There is round there. Round around it. Okay. There is a round. There is a big circle around it. Okay. And there is a circle inside of it. There is complete white color inside it. And there is door in front of it. There is painting of a Krishna with Govardhan Parvat. राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जो हाफ हाफ होती है वैसी आइडल दिख रही थी. Then I can see something devil and above that there is a Lord Krishna. So this was the first imagination. Okay. Then I have told him to come out of the temple. Okay. She was in the temple. So I told him, just came out of the temple and tell me what you see. So she told me, open ground. There are beggars outside the temples. I can't see them like that. Means I feel too kind towards them. Hello? As if whatever I have, I just give away. So she was feeling too generous towards the beggars and she told me that if I have something, I would have given them. Okay, what else you can see? Everything just disappeared. I can see is peacock feather. Then I can see is white color. Now see, images are keep changing constantly. If I see it constantly, I feel relaxed. But if I see inside my body, there is so much vibrations. As if too many vibration, continuous muscle contraction and relaxation. Like so much vibration. When we got frightened now, how we feel vibration. Now see, first there was a logical image, then some random imagination, and now the real story is coming up. Okay. If I can see it constantly, I feel relaxed. Okay. But if I see inside my body, there is so much vibration, as if too many vibration, continuous muscle contraction and relaxation, like so much vibration. When we got frightened now, how we feel vibration, trembling, something like that. So I tell her, okay, just be with that experience, whatever come to the surface. So she told me once I had seen her, she is going to tell me horror movie, but then she took a pause and she got frightened. Okay. Once I had seen a horror movie, I can't able to sleep whole night as constantly I was feeling someone is watching me. 3-4 days I hadn't slept, too much frightened. I had fever. Then she told me, so what you were scared of, dear? Someone is watching you. So what? So she told me, I feel like it will come near me. It will come over me. Someone watching from the far. Suddenly she started sharing one another incident. I was in internship and was returning home. While crossing road, I have while crossing the crossroads. Okay, I have seen someone had done some rituals at crossroad, like a black magic. And I was stopped there suddenly on the roadside, and I felt like someone called my name. Then I came to clinic, और वहां जो आंटी रहते हैं उन्होंने मेरी नजर उतारी. तो so what happened na, there is one servant there in the trust. He done this, उसकी नजर उतारी थी उन्होंने. Then I asked, what happened? What you are scared of? That spirit will harass me, disturb me, will get sleepless. Nothing I like them. It will harm me. It will kill me. Become sleepless. Vibrations feel ho rahe hain. I feel vibrations now. And if I feel too scared, this vibration comes and I wake up from the sleep. So when she gets so much frightened, she get this type of vibrations. Suddenly she opened her eyes due to fright. So here we ended the case taking and asked a few questions to see if anything I can get. So what I got is dreams of ghost, nothing else. Physical complaint was anemia. Her hemoglobin came down to 7 and he took the treatment for it, and then it came around 8 to 9 and then steady there. Food cravings, spices desire but cannot eat because it aggravates the abdominal pain. And sweet desire. So, any remedies coming up? Any theme? Any family? According to you? Hello everyone. Are you there? Vishmay bhai. Hello, anyone is there?
Can
Okay.
you repeat the generalities, Nan?
Huh?
Can you repeat the generalities? She desires sweet. What else?
Okay. Here is the slide. You can see now.
Spice. Desire but aggravates.
Anything, any remedy coming up in your mind?
Yes.
Huh.
So, I was thinking of stramonium
Okay. I was also thinking Solanaceae at that time for sure.
because there's a lot of thing going on with fear as center,
Hmm.
uh, reflecting in tremors,
Hmm.
and it started with white and black colors, which is the
Yes.
idea of stramonium.
Yes. That makes sense. Anyone else? Okay. Dr. Maulik is saying sepia. Okay. So we go to the analysis part, okay? So I haven't prescribed anything to her. Thought to prescribe next week after proper analysis. So what I did, have given SL. Next week I went there and it was completely surprise for me. Sir, that pain just went away. I don't know how. I went outside yesterday to theater and we had lunch in restaurant. At evening also, we family had dinner in restaurant, had street food. Still, I haven't felt the pain. Before that, eating outside food or even home cooked food used to cause painful discomfort in abdomen. Another thing, I had beautiful sleep. The weakness I used to feel, that is not at all there, and I am feeling completely fine. So this is what she described when I met her. Now the pain is not there. I am feeling too nice than before. So she was busy with the patient that day. We hadn't got enough time to look deeper into it. So I just let it be and haven't prescribed anything that day also. Next week, the same follow-up was there. Then I went to Himachal. Okay. So no any further follow-up have been done, but I have tried to repertorize first. Delusion faces looking from behind bed and furniture. Delusion watched being frightened easily. Fear ghosts of, fear dark of, anemia, superstitious. So I came across Medorinum, but I haven't prescribed that because she haven't felt the pain. So I have just let it be. Okay. But case seems me like a plant kingdom and Solanaceae family I have thought of. Delusion circle that I have checked different rubrics with circles like found Dubocia, Solanum nigrum there. So felt like a confirmation for a Solanaceae family. So should we end here or there is one more case, but it is long enough. There is already 2 hours. Or should we discuss it tomorrow? But tomorrow there is one long case. Hello? Hello? Are you all sleeping? Vishmay Bhai, Maulik, Rina ma'am, are you there? Should we do it tomorrow or today?
I think majority are wanting it tomorrow.
Okay. So we are going to do it tomorrow at the same time, okay? And for if you want to ask any question right now, you can ask. We'll just end the session after question and answer. If any question is there regarding dark space method, regarding case, anything. Hello. Any questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
So in the second case, we saw multiple images coming up. One initially that the patient narrated was rounds.
Yes.
Circles. And then she talked of the darkness and the fear and someone watching or someone doing some dark magic.
Yes.
So in such a case where you find multiple images or delusions or imaginations, how do you further explore the case? What do you first prefer to ask or focus on?
No,
Or what seems to you most important that time? How do you
no.
decide?
When there comes different imagination, I do multiple sessions actually, and I try to see what is coming up again and again, what theme is coming up, what situation is coming up, what sensation is coming up, what images, imagination is coming up, what story is coming up. So what happened now? We have 5 to 6 different imagination, or 5 to 6 different session with different imagination. And you will see one thing that is keep going on and on and on. That is our focus. Okay. And when you keep exploring ahead and ahead and ahead, there comes a time where the whole source language comes up and everything gets connected at the last. Does that make sense? Have I answered your question? Hello? Huh?
Yes, yes, it did.
Sure?
Sure.
Okay. Dr. Parasdeep is saying, you know how to use dark space, but your knowledge of Medica less, like class of group, kingdom, etc. And then how to proceed to finding the remedy. Okay, if you don't have knowledge of particular kingdom, etc., na, you just have to keep exploring until you see one particular image, one particular situation which comes again and again, okay? Or one particular image that reflecting the source, you will know at the end. Like, I give you one example, wait. There is one case of a fibroid, okay? In her imagination, uh, every time he used to see flowers, okay? And nothing else is coming up. There is different story, but one thing is common, that is a flower, okay? When I told, finally get frustrated, I asked her, okay, which flower you see? Then he told me about hibiscus, okay, Jashud flower. He was seeing again and again and again. When I had just taken that into the consideration, search for the remedy that covering from the same family, and I have given that remedy and it worked. So sometime what happens now, if you do not know the kingdom, it is okay. Sometimes you get the particular source, but many a time you just have to know just common themes of the kingdom. Okay. So you can just get the hints, or you can just research later after the case and you get to know about the kingdom. You don't have to have knowledge about the same, okay? You can just research. I do the same. If I don't know anything about it, I just keep researching again. I keep reading and I keep improving. But I get the theme and I understand everything one by one in the case. Does that make sense? Or I have made it so much complicated? Hello? Yes, exactly. You have to keep doing the session. You will find the source for sure. Find the images that reflecting the source for sure. Okay, any other question? Hello, anyone there? There are 14 people, no one is speaking. Hello? Should we end the session here then?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we will meet tomorrow at the same time. And there is one beautiful long case waiting for you all. And that is really beautiful case, long case with many twists and turn. and you finally get how beautiful the source is. Okay? Sure. Bye. Bye, everyone.